What's up, Cowboy Nation? It's your boy Ken here. It's a big game tomorrow against the Eagles here in Dallas. This is for the NFC East Division title for the third straight year in a row that Cowboys has been in this position. As everybody know, of course, Romo, he is out for the year due to a back injury that he suffered during the Redskins game in the third quarter. This is one of those. No, it wasn't third quarter. It was the fourth quarter. It was one of those unfortunate injuries where he just reactivated the back problem that he had that was during the off season. Now we got Kyle Orton coming in. Of course, he's the $10 million backup that we have that the Cowboys signed last year. Let's see what he's made of. I mean, he has over 80 starts in his. He played in 80 starts in his career in the NFL. It's a solid guy, solid quarterback. But they didn't have a backup quarterback, going into this game anyway. With Rome being now out. He had surgery yesterday. It is what it is. I mean, it comes with a game. It comes with playing sports. You're gonna have injuries. You're gonna have all kinds of boos here and there, whatever you want to call them. So, but that don't mean that we out of the woods. I mean, they already done counted us out. They already basically said that, we're not going to have a chance in this game. Also, Stephen A. Smith did thank the Eagles in a week in advance by beating the Cowboys. And to me, that just comes to show you that some people are just idiots. I mean, especially with Stephen A. Smith. He's just a complete cornball that's on TV that just love to talk trash about the Cowboys because, number one, he's a New Yorker. And no offense to all my New Yorker, family, people that I know. I got mad love for you, but he just one of those types that just give y'all a bad name, number one. Number two, I never seen him step foot in the state of Texas before for him to talk trash, especially in Dallas, because he wouldn't come here and say no stuff like that. He knows better. So he's more than a prima donna. He's just one of those guys that just to me he's a waste of space. He's always been a Cowboy hater. I mean, that's a bunch of Cowboy haters, but this guy has never given the Cowboys any credit whatsoever. Not one time that I've seen. All together. We ain't just talking about just one player. He down talks Romo. He down talks, Jerry Jones. One thing that Jerry Jones, there's things that, his motives, they are, subject to question and all that stuff like that. It is what it is. That comes with territory. But to me, I just feel that Stephen A. Smith, I just hope the Cowboys are able to get this win against the Eagles so he can really shut his mouth. And, but Stephen A. Smith is still going to talk trash regardless. I mean, that's just how he is. So, to me, it's just one of those things where, I try not to pay attention to, but it's just been all on, Twitter, Facebook, of course, Bleacher Report. ESPN, they make a big stinky thing about it, all that stuff. So back to the game. Our best bet in this game, to me, in order to keep our defense from getting gashed, they're gonna have to run the ball. They have to run the ball. I will give DeMarco Murray the ball 25 times in this game. I will give him 100. Yeah, about 100 and about 50 yards, 3 touchdowns. You can get him in that situation. We have a huge chance in this game. Now, offensive line been playing pretty good this year. I just wish that we was able to run the ball a little bit more this year, but we just became more of a too passive team. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand they're trying to get Dez the ball. They're trying to get everybody else involved. But DeMarco Murray, to me, in these last couple months, really has been able to really keep this team balanced as far as keeping them in games. Whenever you run the ball with him, able to, the zone blocking, let him figure out the holes. He's hitting them holes a lot better than he used to, other than the Rams games or whatever that he played against. But other teams, he kind of hesitate. Of course, he's been hurt and all that stuff like that. I'm not trying to, I'm still questioning about him as well because he has had, a history of injuries, especially with, with the wheels. Anything from the ankle to the knee problem to the, all that stuff. So I would just keep feeding that monster. Give him the ball. Give him the rock. One thing that the defense really gonna have to really look out for is Shady McCoy. I think Shady McCoy outside of Minnesota, outside of the state of Minnesota, is the best running back in all the NFL today. Period. This guy is shifty. He's fast. He creates on the fly. He sees the hole so quick. He reminds me of like a Tony Dorsett, how he was back in the day. How Tony Dorsett able to run the ball. I mean, I've never got a chance to see Tony Dorsett play. I've seen highlights. Tony Dorsett was able to go to play one direction and bending back across the field just like that. That's how McCoy is. And he has that breakaway speed like Tony does. And they both went to the same school. They went to Pitt. So, the best bet to shut him down, I'm going to tell you like this right now. The guy that I'm really looking forward to get out of his cocoon is Bruce Carter. Bruce Carter going to have a huge game against Shady McCoy. Period. You shut down Shady McCoy, they one-dimensional. Once you make them one-dimensional, the Eagles can be beat. Because, number one, Nick Foles is just a sitting duck back there. We know that they're not going to get really no pressure on the offensive line, which has been protecting him the better half of the season. They've been playing pretty good and stuff. So, which is, it is what it is. But somehow, some way, they're going to have to try to send some type of exotic blitz, like a safety blitz maybe, to kind of gamble and see what they can do. Because with this front four that we have, it's not cutting it. Right now, it's really not cutting. The injuries is like the big issue with it. But they're going to have to do something. They're going to have to rally this guy. They're going to have to hit him many, many times, put him on his ass all game long. Make him get off the turf all night long. You got to hit him. You got to hit him. Just like McCoy, just like Deshaun Jackson, just like Jason Levant, you got to be physical with these guys. They're not a physical bunch whatsoever. They are not physical. They're all speed. They're all speed and finesse. That's all the Eagles are. Chip Kelly's been like that since at Oregon. They're finesse. Once you become physical with these boys, they're soft. They're like pretzel, just like the soft pretzels that's in Philadelphia. That's all they are. So, to me, this game, it's going to be a close game. It'll probably come down to the wire. If we do what we're supposed to do in this game, which I hope we do, hopefully Kyle Orton can have probably a game of his life up to this point. I see us winning this game by 3 points, at least by 3 points. Now, if we don't do what we're supposed to do, keep our defense off the field, it's going to be a long night. So, Dwayne Harris is playing, which is good. Sean Lee's not going to be able to play, which sucks. Claiborne's coming back, so I'm looking for that matchup with him and Riley Cooper. But see, the thing is, Claiborne hasn't played since the Giants game at the Meadowlands, so that's been over a month. He's been going through some, situations. He just lost his dad. He just had a kid. I mean, just having injuries or whatever and stuff like that. Brandon Carr, man, I'm gonna tell you like this right now, dude. You put Deshaun Jackson on his ass. That's all I ask for. Just put him on his ass. Put him on his ass. Scandrick, keep playing. Do what you do. You've been playing pretty awesome all season. Jeff Heath, man. Hope Jeff Heath bring the lumber. J.J. Wilcox, man. Keep learning. I mean, we got to go with what we have right now. Pretty much, that's just what it is. I mean, there's nothing else we have right now. D-Ware is not the same guy that he once were, but he still can be effective. It just right now you just gotta deal with what the cards is dealt to you. So that's all I got. I know it's a pretty long video. It's about 11 minutes, a little over 11 minutes long, but just want to get my thoughts out there. Shout out to everybody that's out there, all Cowboy Nation out there. I'm not going to the game, of course. I will be watching at home, and that's pretty much all I got. Shout out, go Cowboys. Get healthy, Romo. Later.